Hello guys. Hello. I said I would be back to discuss. Alright, and congratulations to everybody. Let's get this show on the road here. Good congratulations to everybody. We have made it to part 12 of First Chronicles, meaning we are completely done with this book. I know this one was a doozy, but I appreciate all who were interested and stuck with it. Let's go ahead and wrap this up and once and for all, okay? Let's begin with a quote here. It says, A was an apple pie, B bit it, C cut it. This is a quote from a nursery rhyme by John Eachard, some observations from 1671. And this might sound familiar because we have read this quote before. We were talking about the concept of A being God, right? The starting point, Alpha, okay? A being God, B being the religion or what formed out of God or the prophets, and then C being either the prophets or the religion that had spread throughout the earth. But now we're looking at it with a slightly different perspective, since First Chronicles covered a lot of the really early beginnings of humans and our different nations and how everybody was split up and spread all across the earth, starting from Adam. So we can consider, right, Adam coming from God was the first man, and everybody involved after that has a piece of the apple pie, right? Everybody plays a part. Everybody has something to do with the beginning, or the beginning, which is the apple pie, or our earth, right? God, the beginning of it all. So everybody has a little piece. A was the apple pie, B bit it, C cut it, and for summarization's sake, we can go through D dealt it, E ate it, or E eat it, F fought for it, G got it, H had it, J joined it, K kept it, L longed for it, M mourned for it, N nodded at it, O opened it, P peeped in it, C quartered it, R ran for it, S stole it, T took it, V viewed it, W wanted it, X, Y, Z, and all wished for peace in hand. Alright, so that everybody has something to do with this apple pie that is our great nation, right? That has started from Adam. Yes, even Noah, right? Coming from Adam. So let's go ahead and continue here with our First Chronicles part 12, starting in chapter 22, and we are really looking at the kingdom of David and how everybody also does have a part of the kingdom and everybody has their role. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. It says here, Then he, David, called for his son Solomon and charged him to build a house for the Lord, the God of Israel. David said to Solomon, My son, I had it in my heart to build a house for the name of the Lord my God. Then David ordered all the leaders of Israel to help his son Solomon. When David was old and full of years, he made his son Solomon king over Israel. Belonging to the Gershonites, we had Ladan and Shimei. The descendants of Eliezer, Rehabiah was the first. Eliezer had no other sons, but the sons of Rehabiah were very numerous. According to the last instructions of David, the Levites were counted from those 20 years old or more. The scribe of Shemaiah, son of Nethanel, a Levite, recorded their names in the presence of the king and of the officials. Zadok the priest, Ahimelek, son of Abiathar, then the heads of the families of the priests of the Levites, one family being taken from Eleazar and one from Ithamar. The first lot fell on Jacharib, the second to Jedediah, the 21st to Jachin, the 22nd to Gemuel. For the sons of Merari, from Josiah to Beno, to Shoham, Zakur, and Ibri. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman were under the supervision of the king, along with their relatives, all of them trained and skilled in music for the Lord. They numbered 288. Young and old alike, teacher as well as student, cast lots for their duties. The 10th to Shimei, his sons and relatives. The 20th to Eleazar, his sons and relatives. The division of the gatekeepers, the son of Shemaiah, Othni, Raphael, Obed, and Elizabad, his relatives Elihu and Shemaiah, were also able men. There were 6 Levites a day on the east, 4 a day on the north, 4 a day on the south, and 2 at a time at the storehouse. Some of the plunder taken in battle they dedicated for the repair of the temple of the Lord. This is the list of Israelites, heads of the families, commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds, and their officers, who served the king in all that they conquered, the army and divisions that were on duty, month by month, throughout the year. Each division consisted of 24,000 men. For the fourth month was Ahimelek, the brother of Joab. His son Zebediah was his successor. There were 24,000 men in his division. The leaders of the tribes of Israel over Levi, Rehabiah, son of Kemuel, over Aaron, Zadok. Shimei the Ramathite was in charge of the vineyards. Zabdi the Shipmite was in charge of the produce of the vineyards for the wine vats. Pause. Okay, we covered a lot just there. But there's more, okay? There's more listed if you go and read the entire book. More names, right? It does go through all the months, not just the 4th month, and all the duties, not just the ones that we have named. So everybody has their part, everybody has their role, and that's what it takes to really make a great kingdom, a great functioning civilization. It takes everybody, not just the responsibility of one man. All right. Says here, David is now preaching to the crowds, to his consorts. Of all my sons, and the Lord has given me many, he has chosen my son Solomon to sit on the throne of the kingdom of the Lord over Israel. He said to me, Solomon, your son is the one who will build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever if he is unswerving in carrying out my commands and laws, as is being done at this time. Continuing, he designated the weight of gold for all gold articles to be used in various kinds of service, and the weight of silver for all the silver articles to be used in various kinds of service, the weight of pure gold for the forks, sprinkling bowls, and pitchers, the weight of gold for each gold dish, the weight of silver for each silver dish. They gave toward the work of the temple of God 5,000 talents and 10,000 derricks of gold, 10,000 talents of silver, 18,000 talents of bronze, and 100,000 talents of iron. Okay, and that's a lot of precious metals, you guys. If you want to, I know we went over it. If you want to look about like what is a talent in pounds, okay, it's a lot, especially if we're talking about thousands and thousands of them. All right, not to put all whatever. Let's continue. David praised the Lord in the presence of the whole assembly, saying, I know, my God, that you test the heart and are pleased with integrity. All these things I have given willingly and with honest intent. And now I have seen with joy how willingly your people who are here have given to you. King David, he ruled Israel 40 years, 7 in Hebron and 33 in Jerusalem. He died at a good old age, having enjoyed long life, wealth, and honor. His son Solomon succeeded him as king. All right, good deal. We got that long spiel, done in less than 10 minutes. Just kind of rattled through there. We know Solomon was his successor, and if we can recall from previous readings of this narrative here, that there was actually some back and forth about who should be king. There was, I wanted to say Abishai, but let me look. There was one of David's sons who was gearing up actually to take the throne in place of Solomon. Solomon wasn't necessarily thought of the first in line to be the king since he wasn't the oldest, but it was something that was preordained between David and Bathsheba by the Lord. Solomon was ordained as king by the Lord long before, Solomon could even get his first steps in. But that was the plan, and it was Adonijah who expected after David to go ahead and be king, but that did not take place. He even petitioned to Bathsheba to go ahead and ask him. He's like, okay, well, if I'm not king, you need to give me something else. Give me, it was actually David's nurse, his young, beautiful nurse. He said, please give me her as my wife in place of me being king. He was a bit entitled, thinking, because I think he was one of the older sons, right? He did expect that kingship. But David had a lot of sons, so there would have been a lot of competition otherwise. But Solomon was already ordained long before. Whether that was a discussion among the whole family, we don't know, right? Apparently, Adonijah had different ideas in his head. But yes, Solomon did move fairly smoothly into the throne with a little bit of back and forth, but we are moving on from there, and so we can expect 2 Chronicles to be the narrations of Solomon and his rulings, which we'll get into very shortly. Soon. Well, I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe for our southernmost states, and God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.